Okay, well, not right this second. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I think I'm already live and I didn't even realize it. So how are you guys doing this afternoon? A crazy day in the market, but an awesome day at the same time. So let me just get the live stream up and we will go from there. Let's see. We have craziness happening in the market today. Gotta love the crazy days of the markets. Watching a couple different screens. All right, here we go. I am live. So let me just get to the chat for you guys. There we go. All right. I have everything live right now. I'm going to also pull up Flowtrade because I want you guys to see how easy this software can be for profiting. And also watching, this is silver over here. Let's set it up so that these correspond and they are together. So the airlines just got some news from Pelosi. We're breaking out of a T-spot. Let's see. We had craziness in the market. And let me pull up. Another reason why I want to pull up Flowtrade is because they are going to have a live demo free tomorrow at 1 p.m. So I will put that, it's actually in the comment section down below, but I will put it in the chat as well if you guys want to check that out. It is free and awesome to see the software live in person. Paste. All right, so let's do this and let's check out. So let's see, we had AAL over here. The SPY is now testing highs of the day. But what I want to show you guys, all right, here we go. Right now, American is screaming higher. It broke above a trend right here. Look at that. Look to see if we can close above 1360, as that could easily be a nice area to watch to the upside. Everything that's happening with Trump and Pelosi, everything like that. She's talking about how the airlines are going to receive funding. Well, nothing's actually happened yet. This is all speculation, right? So is this buy the rumor and actually sell the news? So when it actually happens, we'll see it dropping. We shall see. But I want to show you guys this. All right, so here's Flowtrade. And a little bit of a live demo for you guys. Here's Flowtrade. This is a 15-minute chart. So they were buying all the way back Monday, the 18th of September, buying. Then the algo started selling today, right? This is a 15-minute chart. American, this is 2 minutes. Look, screaming higher. The algos are buying it. SPY, 1 minute. We're starting to see more selling up here again at the top on the 1 minute chart. Whoa, what happened? Why did I do that? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't see anyone in the chat. Usually Bat Scientist is here number one. He's the first guy, but nobody said hello to me yet. So I just want to make sure. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, I will check it out. All right, so waiting for this to load up. But in the meantime, there we go. Perfect. You know what? Actually, here, let's look at this, Kyle. It's taking a second to reload here. I think something was going on with my computer. Everything that's open right now. All right. No, I don't need to link my Discord account. So American just got all the shorts for today. They were feeling some pain, but you can see as well that American, they have been selling. All of a sudden, it looks like maybe they turned on the buy algo, whoop, and took it to the upside right there. Oh, Joseph, don't worry about the markets. Always going to be here. All right, well, that's loading. We'll put this over here. There we go. Now it's working. All right, let's look at the list for today. So I had Twilio on my list. Pretty much the market pulled back as a whole today. However, Twilio had a nice run up above, right? It broke out from this trend, squeezed up. This one used to be a low float. This is in the technology sector for cloud computing. Nice move from 282.50 all up, all the way up here, 293.50. So nice $10 move on that. We also had gold on watch, and gold really has just kind of gone sideways, but that did interest me up there. So I'm always keeping that on watch. And look at what we hit today on the 5-minute chart for gold. Where did we stop? Yep, that's right. Came double bounce off of the 425 EMA. Also have silver on watch to see if silver can figure out its trend. Are we going to set up for an H pattern and curl over, or are we going to continue this and we have a cup and handle and we're able to close above 260 to the upside? That would be good confirmation. We also have IVZ that had a nice move to the upside today, however could not break out. It did hit this moving average on the daily and it's still just hanging out today. It looks like they're positioning maybe for a sell-off. It looks like a M pattern or triple top that might be setting up for a reversal down because it's consolidating right there. AstraZeneca, with everything going on with Trump, surprised that more pharmaceuticals are not up today. I don't know, I don't watch the news, but obviously it was kind of hard to hear. I do listen to my briefing from Google in the morning, my flash briefing, and also from Alexa. So we also have NEO over here. It looks like potentially 2 days of positioning up here. Maybe some people are selling. Are they going to be able to take it and close above 2180 for a further move to the upside? Or is it going to break down further and close below 2070 and curl back down over here? If we look at this price action, we're at 2150 right now. Nothing, no real trend lines or anything there to watch for that. But we're starting to have a lower low if we close below this for potential downward trend to be setting up. Apple, pullback, right? Apple, wow, look at Tesla. Tesla had a big move back today. And on Apple, I went ahead and drew, this should be up here, drew a trend line from the top here. Wait, you know what? Hold on. Let's see, where did I draw it from? I drew it from the tops there on the 45-minute chart. And we've been respecting this to the downside today. Buongiorno, Frank. Grazie. Okay, so we have a bit more of a higher angled wedge right here, and we're hanging out below it. I think I actually want to do it up here. Let's do this. There we go. So as long as we're staying below this, looks like we might have a downward move for Apple back into the trend. We'll also talk about Microsoft as well. Tesla as well. Hey, what do you guys think? Would you guys like to come over to my webpage and see me doing my setup live every morning? You know what, MTETs? No, I don't have a particular time frame for that to happen. That's usually like a prime entry for getting into something. On Apple, you saw that we were below it. Now on Tesla, we are below it. So more of a bear hat right now. Also, let's go over here on, now it's working. All right. It usually works. It's that I have a lot of stuff running with my broadcasting software. So, okay, cool. So you guys would like to see that in the morning. Obviously it would not be free, but a way to help educate you guys on what I'm seeing and how I do it, so you guys can become self-sufficient at the same time. So Tesla, we've had big selling on the algos here. If we look back No, I wouldn't really do live because you know what, Daya? I am not good at that. I tried doing that before. That was probably my worst loss ever, was when I was trying to trade and teach at the same time. I'm not good at that. I know I'm not good at that, so I don't do that. All right, so here we can see on the daily chart for Tesla, it's not a wonder that we're having this pullback, right? The price action went running up and the algos have been selling since September back here. September, let's see if I zoom in a little bit. Looks like that was the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. So we had the run up on our daily chart over here. We broke above this trend line. Let's set the trend line up here. And it looks as if we've pulled back a little bit. Right? Oops. Are we going to close below this trend line today and below the 21 EMA? That's going to be quite influential. Came and tested it earlier today and bounced right off of there. So we came down to 417, bounced, and pulled back again. Now, the market trend right at the moment is downward. However, we've had some spikes up. I've got the indexes over on my other computer over here. The Qs bounced up on the 5-minute chart, hit the 21 EMA. Let's go ahead and look at that. So you see the Qs, look at where that volume is. That's today's volume session profile. I did have a target down here at 23.52. Yep, went ahead and hit that. And now we might see potential move back down to the downside. Also on SPY as well. SPY was surging higher. If we look over here, they were surging, and look at how the selling is starting to step in on the algos, on the Qs. This could be a potential start for swing trade right here to the downside. For SPY, let's look at the 15-minute, and you can see over here with with Microsoft, they were selling it all day today, and then it bounced. All right, so for the SPY, this is a 15-minute time frame, starting to see a little selling, but look at where we are here. On Monday the 28th, the price action shot up. This came down. So I did put it in the chat for Flowtrade at 1 o'clock tomorrow Eastern. They will be doing a bit more of a live demo. They have some amazing videos over here as well to check out, where you guys can also learn how to trade around it. I mean, tons of videos. You can see I've watched a couple of them. And you can really learn from the software as well. It's amazing software. I really like it. So here we are back at the SPY. I have a target down here, 328.95. We'll potentially hit there today. We shall see. Could be coming up here for positioning if we close below 334. This is my 45-minute chart here. Let's see. We'll make that my 45-minute chart just to be sure. So yes, if we close below this 334, that's going to be bear hat time for me, 100%, because we wavered. They came up to the moving average, came up, and we're testing it again. And we have these levels from back in January, that these were the highs in January. When we sold off below these last time, we had a big drop down. We also have Brian Shannon's anchored VWAP right here. Let me go to the settings on that. It's kind of an odd color. No, that's not what I want. I want this one right here. I did change the color, but it's hard to see. So let's do it in another color. Let's see. Let's make it bright purple. And we'll do it a little thicker. That way I'll know that that thick purple line is not my 8. That is the anchored VWAP. All right, so for now, we might pull back down here, down to 324. Wouldn't be surprised if they came down, they bounced off of this trend line. I've got a couple lines, right? But I'm tracking to see where we go from here. This is the downward channel that we've been holding for September. And again, with the seasonality, with equity clock for an election year, it bounces up end of September, had that. Then we have a big sell-off into the first week of October, maybe down here, maybe down to 319, maybe we'll come all the way down here to 317. Not sure where we will end up. However, it seems like we are following that seasonality. And I was playing around with this trend line. This was the big move up for the week. We've broken this trend line. As with studies with my CMT, the steeper the trend line, either direction, the faster it will break. So that's why many times when you see those parabolic moves to the upside, if you have a trend line and it breaks, it will drop right back down. So we pretty much had a parabolic move on the SPY over the past week. And now, well, correction, from the 24th when we shot up, but we have a parabolic trend and now it's breaking, and you saw that it broke fairly quickly today. We also have combining that with the charts showing that they were selling, right? They were selling back as of the 26th. And what happened with the price action on the 26th? That was right here, right? 25th, 26th, 25th. So as that price action shot up, these algos have been selling. So a good likelihood that we will come back down to that 328.60 area. All right, let's look further at, let's add the stocks up here. I know Kyle, you added some. If you guys have any that you want me to look at, go ahead and put them in the chat. I will add them in now. PACB, JMIA, BLNK, and SNAP. I did type those all correctly. All right, perfect. Also, Workhorse has been one that we've been watching. You guys know I've had it on my list for a while now. It did pull down, and we are below the 21 EMA. We are below the 425 on the 45-minute chart. Feeling more bearish on this for more of a pullback. Had a nice trade today. Now, if we can close lower, it would be a lower risk entry potentially for short. In my opinion, that's where I would like to go short. If it doesn't respect it and drop down the end of the day, I would get out of that position. All right. Good, saving my SPYs till next week for the drop. I don't know what you have, Lenny, but potentially. I don't know what you have. All right, PACB. Look at how we're also seeing, much like that example with the parabolic moves, right? If we go to a 15-minute chart over here on Apple, right? And we draw a trend line. Right now, we've broken that trend. We even do it on a 5-minute chart. So it had a 30-minute spike up. This was a buy the rumor, and maybe there's actually going to be sell the news. So as of this point, we've now broken this trend. Are we going to come back down to reality, right back to where we were trading, maybe back down to that 425? If we close below this trend, potential chance that American could still go down. ADT long-term investment. I will check it out. Let me add it to the list here. And Pence. Okay. So PACB. Let's go back to PACB. All right, PACB had a nice move today. It almost looks like a little bit of a cup and handle. Let's turn this into a 5-minute chart and make this one the 45 over here. I like to have the bigger time frame on the right-hand side and not include the volume profile over there. All right, so this one has just sort of been riding it up. You can see when it did pull back, where did we almost hit? We almost hit that 425. So many times when it comes down there, in my opinion, that can be a good time to enter on that 45-minute chart. I don't know why it works, it just does. Also down here, came back. We're a bit overextended, and I will add a daily over here to see. Pretty far away. This might have a pullback down roughly to the 1060 area, which you can see was also the high of last week. Might pull back from here. We do have earnings coming up. Stochastics are looking pretty overextended, and we had higher volume up above. It did break a bull flag here on the 45-minute chart for the daily. However, check out all of these wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks. It's not really able to close above 1160, right? If it has a close above 1160, potential move continuation to the upside as it is bullish. But here's the thing, we don't have massive volume. We did have volume coming in there when it was breaking above, right on this candlestick, but it's not that much volume compared to the selling volume that we had back here, right? This is selling because it dropped down. And over here, we are heading to the upside, came back, tested the trend line again, but it looks like it's really having a hard time getting over that 1160. Oh, who bought it? All right, somebody just bought it at 1161. And it had a big gap up here. So see this area, how it doesn't want to really break above 1160. So it would need more, it would need more volume right there to break above 1160. All right, JMIA. Just checking the indexes over here with SPY, testing the highs. Oh, we broke out a little bit on the SPY. All right, so let's see here, JMIA. On our daily chart, we've got a lot of traffic here. It's consolidating, and it would need to, in my opinion, close above the high here. This is the most recent, and that's at 866 right here. You see how, or this volume actually on the high of this candlestick, 855. So in my opinion, it would need as a long to close above there. A bit of an upside down head and shoulders right here with that volume profile over here at 823. So potentially 823, then confirmation at 855, and then it would be moving to the upside. We have the stochastics looking like they're starting to roll over on the daily, and on the shorter time frame, setting a lower high. All right, blink. GLDLF is OTC, but it's listed on the New York Stock Exchange on. All right, I will check it out. That's good to know. Is that a gold? We'll look at it. All right, blink. So blink is coming up to a former resistance. Let's get rid of this volume profile. I like it, but it's busy on the chart at the same time. All right, so where's our, if we can take out the former highs, right? We have a shallow trend line here. Looks as if we've broken above it. Stochastics are starting to roll over. Not a lot of volume as we test this line up here. You see that? So there's not a lot of volume behind it with this spike up. So this could be a bit of a fake out move because we don't have volume. Many times if you are coming up to a resistance level and the volume is dropping off, it doesn't look like you can break above 11 over here. And that's resistance on the daily chart as well. It was support for a while and now it's flipped to be resistance. So we would need volume stepping in. Snap. Snap has had a big move and it is rocking, setting up here highs of 269.99 for today, 3 cents away from the high of the year. So would keep that on watch. We would need to see some volume coming in. They do have earnings coming up. Let's see if they have projected 18 cents. And what were they over here? 23 cents. Not that this is my reason to get in or out, but it's looking a little overextended. It could still keep moving up. Sometimes we've seen the SPY go all the way up to, 99 on the daily before it pulls back. All right, ADT. Whoa. ADT actually looks like a prime entry actually potentially down here to me because this is down by the 425. So it does look like a nice potential longer term holding. Broke out over here on the shorter term time frame. And if the volume, it looks like it's oversold. They just had dividends of 4 cents. I don't know if they're going to be revoking those dividends. I have no idea about the earnings on this. But looking at the chart technically, its potential entry would be, my best case entry would be down here at 781. So we are 45 cents away from that, right? 783. And we are just 40 cents away. So not bad. Depends on where you got into it. MTETs as well. All right, so let's look at GLDLF. So this is going to be uplisted 243. Let's look back on, oh, here's our daily chart over here. And non-energy gold mining. So this is a mining stock. And potentially this is where the news came out. I'm guessing back in August that it would be uplisted, or this is probably just with the move in gold overall. They do have earnings coming up, what day? On the 9th. So that could be a classic move in which they are uplisted, then they have earnings come out. They did that with Canopy Growth and ACB, Aurora as well. And looking at it, it looks like 260 has been a spike level that they've tested, and then back down to 241. So potentially, you know, this looks like it's really going to correspond with gold miners and potentially the gold futures as well. So I would keep those on watch. It looks as if it trades symbiotically to gold as well. All right. So that is going to be it for today. I am looking to set up live streaming on my site as well. So I will let you guys know about that on Monday or even on Sunday if I have it already all set up. And maybe we can play around with it and test it out as well. If there's anyone that wants to test it out, we might test it out maybe on Monday morning if you guys want to try it and test it out there. So we shall see. I might do a day of technology testing to move forward. All right, guys, have an amazing weekend. Oh, look, Post just came and hit a trend line. Let's go check Post out. Let's see what's going on. So Post, look at that. It's breaking out right now. So have an amazing weekend, everybody. Be safe, fill those memory books of memories, and I'll see you all at 1:30 on Sunday. Bye, guys. Carpet Profit. Seize those profits one trade at a time.